Today, thousands coming out to Quail Hollow for the first day of the worldwide competition. It's an event making history right here in the Queen City. They're going to have, they only played the President's Cup now going back about 28 years, but still in that short amount of time, there have been a number of monumental moments. WCNC Sports Director Nick Carboni joins us live here at Quail Hollow to take us through sort of the event's history. And you know, Nick, I don't have to tell you, this club has seen many a tournament in its day, but this one is still pretty special.
Ben, special and unique. And speaking of all of that, how about this spectacular First Tee Stadium that I'm standing in front of right now with you this morning? This is going to be a great backdrop for today's ceremony before first tee time at 1:05. But the President's Cup is played every 2 years. It pits 12 golfers from the United States team against 12 international golfers. And it excludes Europe because about every 2 years, going back a century or so, Europe and the United States have clashed in the Ryder Cup. But in the early 1990s, some of golf's great names and big names wanted to grow the game, and the President's Cup was born. The first President's Cup was in 1994 in Prince William County, Virginia. In front of honorary chairman, former President Gerald Ford, the United States won the inaugural event by a wide margin.
All he has to do now is get this up and down, and the match is over. So Justin's got a pretty good putt left.
This superb shot.
The international team's only victory in the event came in 1998 at Royal Melbourne in Australia.
It was great for the whole field, a great feel for it. I think it was a good future for the President's Cup, but out of it all, though, the game of golf won more than anything else.
Then after a landslide U.S. victory in 2000, the only tie in President's Cup history happened in 2003 in South Africa. Fast forward to 2015. That year's event held in South Korea was the closest contest, with the United States clinching the cup on the final hole for a 15.5 to 14.5 point victory.
Will it come down to those final 3 games? They're all tight.
The last President's Cup was perhaps the most dramatic. In 2019, back in Melbourne, the United States trailed by a wide margin, but Captain Tiger Woods helped lead a comeback for the red, white, and blue in Sunday singles for the U.S. team's 8th straight President's Cup victory.
Guys, they believed in one another. We relied on one another as a team, and we did it together.
And the United States will try and win it together again here. They are seeking their 9th straight President's Cup victory. This is the first time it's ever been held, by the way, in the southeastern United States. Quail Hollow Club doing a magnificent job of putting things on so far. We get started at 1:05, a pre-round ceremony with the cup at 12:30. So get to this First Tee Stadium early if you are coming out. And we're going to hear from the United States and the international team in the next half hour about the United States being a heavy favorite in this event. They both had a lot to say about that. Live from First Tee Stadium, Nick Carboni for WCNC Charlotte.
Yeah, that first tee looks super interesting. We'll have more on that throughout the morning right here on Wake Up Charlotte. All right, Nick, thanks, sir. Appreciate it.